much I miss you. You'll never know just how much I care.
Okay, well, my name's Jean Park and I'm the Volunteer Support Officer at UK South Lakeland. The project that the Volunteering Fund has supported is called Village Support Teams. The intention of it is to set up small teams of volunteers in villages and rural areas where our village agents are working to help them to do their job.
My name is Brian McCann. I'm a village agent for Age UK and I cover two areas, the Grange over Sands and the Lythe Valley Crossway. My main aim is, I suppose, advocacy would be the word of it all, because it boils down, I deal with anything from people who need benefits to somebody who needs a toenails clipping, and I can tell them where to go. If I can't get the advice for them, then I just contact the office where we've got the community officers who obviously know the various things that are going on.
The Village Agent project is funded by the Big Lottery, but we realised fairly soon into the project that to make it totally sustainable and to increase its coverage that we needed to involve more volunteers. And so the Volunteering Fund has helped us to build a network of volunteers in each of the 12 village agent areas.
Having volunteers makes a huge difference for me. They're sort of a real backup for myself. They're always local people, so they're well known in their community and they're familiar with local issues and problems and know a lot of the older people anyway in the village. And they're very much there to support me in everything that I do.
Well, the Volunteering Fund offered a series of training courses to me, which were staged throughout the first couple of years of the project, and each of the training sessions was aimed at training you to do a certain thing as you went along. So, for example, the first session was about project planning and how to carry that project through, and it was really timely because it made you think about what you had to do and how you were going to go about doing it. And in the middle, the training was about supporting volunteers, selecting volunteers, looking at their skills and matching them to particular tasks. One of the things I did take part in during the project was some volunteer management training, and that was absolutely inspiring. The trainer came from, I think he was from Canada, but he was such an inspiring person and he really challenged everybody to think about what they were doing. I decided that we would roll out a process of annual catch-up sessions, a bit like the appraisal you would have in a paid job, but not quite so formal, where we'd make a point of meeting up with every volunteer individually so that they'd have an opportunity to tell us how they feel about what they're doing, just to say, this is what I would like. Changes that we made after doing this training, one of the things is that the longest process I've started and not yet finished is to look at all of our volunteer procedures and policies and to make sure everything's in writing and put that with training packages that we can teach the other managers and group leaders about the whole experience of looking after volunteers. So we're looking at a best practice guide and training called Working with Volunteers, which I have written since the beginning of this project as a result of some of the training I've been on, but it's something that we want to improve on all the time.
It shows we're professional and we want to show people that we're not half-hearted at what we're doing, that volunteers are very, very important to Age UK. If we didn't have volunteers, it would be very difficult to do the work that's required. So that structure in place, people appreciate that rather than sort of being told to go here, go there and just do your own thing. People don't want that, they want a structure to work to, and then they can actually develop their skills from that structure.
So as a result of being at one of these action learning networks, we came up with the idea of having a sort of a lighter touch volunteer who would be registered with us, who would get basic induction and health and safety information, but they would be carrying out tasks which wouldn't require them to work individually with older people. I found it quite difficult to keep in touch with all of our volunteers. There's 245 of them approximately. It's hard to keep everybody informed of everything that's going on and all the opportunities that are coming up. So I decided to send out a newsletter maybe once every 3 months, offering additional training, social events, appealing for different volunteers that we might be looking for at any time, sending out good news like if anybody'd been in receipt of a special award. Everybody gets a copy of this through the post, so that we know that everybody's been informed regardless of which project they're on. And again, that idea came from one of the training sessions, again from speaking to other people about what they did. If there'd been no support package there, I think the pattern of what we did would have been quite different. We would have only done really what we'd thought of doing. And what the support package did was introduce new aspects to the work as we've gone along, challenged us to look at different things and change what we do so that it was improved.